Yeah! That's the longest one. I'm going for the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the Lab Chronicles, episode 24, R.I.P. Kobe. Episode 24, the Lab Chronicles, where the producers chop it up. But today, we have a guest that's not exactly in that realm, but we're gonna get to that. First, I got my co-host and my co-brethren in the building.
DJ Finn, what's good?
We again back at like Graph-Matic. Did I say that already? Back to putting work like Red Alert. Did I say that already? I don't know. But we got Shauna, the stenographer, in the building taking notes, and we got Sibs Rock, 1/3 of the Gold Era Collective, in the building. I don't. What are you doing today, Sibs? He's our audience member.
Pretty much.
He's a laugh track and the applause track if necessary, if we need it. But more importantly, we got a special guest in the building. We got rapper extraordinaire, Lord Juco.
Thank you.
What
Yes,
up, bro?
yes, the Lord himself.
In the building. Pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.
And your beard is on fleek, if that's still a word.
Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take
Use
it. I'll
beard
take what I
oil?
could get. I could take. No, I don't use nothing.
No?
Nothing. I
That's
take the
all
Bronson route and don't do nothing. Nothing at all. I don't even cut it myself. I just wash
You
it.
just get up and go on the least.
That's it.
That's the most important thing to do.
I just
yourself.
clean it. That's
Some
it.
men don't even do that. But yeah, we here, man. We have another episode. First thing we're gonna ask is, what did you listen to on the way over? What's the last thing you listened to?
French Montana.
Which French one?
Casino
I did
Life.
not expect you to say that.
Yeah, Casino Life.
The album? Is that an album?
It's a mixtape from back in the day.
Oh yeah. Oh, old French.
DJ Holiday. Yeah.
Like early French.
Yeah.
Early
Like
French?
right when Max got locked up.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And like when French
Now
started
I
doing
see
his
it,
own
bro.
thing.
Yeah. Now I can see that. Okay, that makes sense.
I think people sleep on French. I think he can
You know,
rap.
Man, for sure.
He can rap.
Yeah, you think
He's
so?
one of those guys
No, back
that
then
he
he
does
could.
it.
Oh,
Like,
back then. Yes. Okay, I can see that.
yeah.
Now he's just more trying to get a hit.
He's blending in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really listened to him back then, to be honest with you.
No, but he can rap.
Not much.
Coke Boys.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Coke Boys era wasn't really.
That was Harry Fraud's era.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yes, I remember.
He
Eric,
took
bro.
control.
Yeah.
Him
I
and
do
Dame
remember
Grease.
that. I do remember that.
My
Yeah.
God.
Grease.
Would you say that's your favorite era of hip hop? What is your favorite era of hip hop? Actually, sorry.
That-
Before you answer that,
Wow.
think about that.
Okay.
Finn, what do you listen to?
What was I listening to? I'm gonna be biased. Actually, by the time this drops tomorrow, Dirty Dishes drops. Daddy's
Yeah.
son and myself got a project dropping tomorrow. Get it at golderamusic.com. I was just listening to it. The actual instrumental is actually on the way over here, so that's the last thing. I
Yo,
was listening
test
to.
press is ready.
Test
Order
press
your
is right.
music,
Test press is
people.
on the turntable.
Right now as we speak.
Yeah, so you don't
Order
gotta
your
wait. You don't
music.
gotta wait no friggin' 10 weeks to get your vinyl. You
Right.
get it in the next
Pre-order.
And I'm
week or
telling you,
two.
that album's gonna change some vibes around. It's gonna shift some tables. I believe so. It's gonna
Hope
shift
so.
some tables. What was the last thing I listened to? I did listen to that recently, and I guess it's a self-promo vibes because I think the last thing I listened to is that yet to be released A Sun and Snacks that I have. That's probably the last thing I listened to. But yeah, that's victory. Just remember that. That's all you need to know. All right. So back to the question. What's your favorite era of hip hop?
As cliche as it sounds, probably the 90s.
Yeah,
It had the most effect on me.
I agree.
Like the most people I listened to were from, like that was their era. Like you had to be competitive to come up in that era. Even
Right.
like the one-hit wonders were still really good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true. At least different.
And
They
like
were
it was
really-
mostly people who stemmed from that era and then bled into the like I listened to a lot of the Locks, Styles P.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the 90s era.
So would you say that? Well, not even would you say. Is that when you started delving into music?
It was pushed on me actually by my
Pushed?
mom. Yeah, like
Okay.
not pushed on me, but like it was always there. So
Mhm.
you just, you know what I mean.
Fell
You're
into it.
consuming it. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
you like it or
so-
don't.
When you say always there, was mom playing music in the house? That
Yeah,
came out?
always.
Yeah. Different what types of music?
Yeah, all types of music. Mostly like freestyle at the time was big.
Okay.
Like that freestyle dance,
Yeah,
type stuff,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Debbie
yeah.
Deb and
Debbie. Deb.
things of that nature.
I was just listening to
that
Stevie
and
B the other day.
Yeah, Stevie
B.
Yeah, all that.
Gino music.
All that. Yeah, that
yeah.
and hip hop and reggae. Like
Oh,
I had
okay.
Barrington Levy growing up.
No.
Barrington Levy. I didn't have Barrington Levy, but
Yeah.
had that
Pause.
around. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just that soundscape. So
Yeah.
I think being from here, that was
It's
given
eclectic.
to you.
Yeah,
Like, you were-
you get everything.
Yeah.
we had it, so we all consumed it. And
That's facts.
The city
That's
loves
right.
it. So
What's your cultural background?
I'm Portuguese and Italian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm straight European,
Ah,
but 100% Canadian.
then it makes
My
sense. you're
kidnap rate is low. I'm not worth a lot of money. We are
I never
Canadian.
heard that one before. It's a good one.
You gotta put that out there.
Kidnap
This is the world we're in now, man. I'm
That's a
telling
good
you.
one. That's
Not gonna get much from me.
That's jokes.
White Dukes will hang up.
Keep him. Click.
Yep.
So when did you start? When did you? Well, obviously, I guess the '90s is when you fell in love with music, or would you say it's even
No,
before that?
I was born '93, so
Okay.
I didn't really like actually get into music till like I don't know, like 13.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Okay.
actually
Well,
paying
no, that makes
attention,
sense.
dissecting it, doing
Yeah.
things of that nature. So yeah, and then like actually making music was like 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you
So,
say is your biggest musical influence?
My mom. Yeah, because
Yeah.
she put me on to so many different things, so I'm
Makes
able
sense.
to listen to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can listen to I'll listen to country music as
Yeah.
long as it's good.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it. You know what I mean?
That's true. Because as you say, as we all, and we say that often, as growing up in our times, even the 90s, 93. Damn, you're young.
Mm-hmm.
But even them times, there was still that you had to listen to what your parents were listening to.
Basically.
You didn't have that choice
Yeah.
of
Until you
seeking
figured
your
out the
own.
radio
Yeah.
on your own.
CDs just started back then.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. So yeah, no, that's
Like it wasn't until the mixtape era that you could really say that you
Yeah.
went out and did that by yourself. 'Cause all the music
Yeah.
before that was the radio, and they were playing the radio. They were controlling the radio. so.
Much music and shit.
that is very true.
Much music. I forgot about that.
But even and the mixtape era probably started just around that time too. Early 90s.
Probably a little later.
Maybe late 90s, you think?
Yeah, mid
Mid-90s.
mid to late
Yeah, I
90s.
was still in high school about that time.
Well, and if we're talking about actual cassette tape mixtapes.
Like
yeah.
DJs making their
That's
own.
before my time.
Yeah, that's still in the early 90s.
Early
That's still,
90s.
I mean, that's late 80s.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's
okay,
older than
that's
me.
true. That's true. Okay. Do you ever dabble in production?
I try, yeah.
Yeah?
I have I produced 2 songs on one album.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I can't say produced. I found samples, I cut them up, and I just looped them because I have
Yeah.
that they sound
Hey,
good like
man,
that. So
there's a guy
you know
out
what I
here
mean?
that does less than that. He's saying he's the greatest producer ever.
No,
So-
to be honest, I can't figure out the MPC like that.
So what did you use?
The MPC. I have an MPC Studio, a little one.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I should switch to that. I was told that's a lot easier to
The
learn.
machine?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah?
An MPC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've
So
done both. I never used the MPC Studio, but I'm originally from the MPC 2000.
And you say this is way easier.
Way.
Well, it's way newer technology.
Yeah,
than that
so
too,
I'm sure you could do everything you could do with the MPC, but I know how to do everything
Yeah.
that I need to do with this one. The
Makes
machine is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't see it.
plug in the machine right now.
Wasn't it? So, okay. You dab. Is that the only 2 songs you've ever produced?
No, I have like maybe like 30 or 40 that I'll never see the light of day.
Yeah.
That are just me. Like I
Yeah.
can't even call them songs. Like, It's
Right.
just me trying things and
So do you-
seeing what I can do.
Is that when you say never see a light of day? Is that a thing where it's a confidence thing, or you literally think it's not good enough to?
No, it's just not good enough to come out.
Yeah.
I just know that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not lying to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's even with the music. There's albums that
Of
will
course.
just never see the light of day
course.
just because it's a different time. Too much time went by before it came out.
Yeah.
It didn't fit anymore. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Makes total sense.
absolutely.
So where did the name Lord Juco come from?
It's a little acronym to remind myself while I rap. It's, life's opportunities reflect determination. A judgmental understanding creates obstacles. Because I am an asshole at times, so I'm my own worst enemy.
Self-aware.
And, you know, you gotta stay on your path. And I know it sounds cheesy, but, like...
Not at all.
It's true. Like, unfortunately...
Yeah.
You gotta constantly remind yourself what you're doing, where you're heading.
No.
So
Dope.
that's my reminder.
That's a self-given name?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. No one gave. That's not. I didn't grow up with that nickname or nothing like that.
Was that the first name you came up with for yourself?
No. There was. Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I had.
With the acronym and everything, or did that all come
Yeah.
at
No,
once?
that all came at once. It was well thought of. I thought of that before I rapped. Like, that took me longer than actually putting music out.
I could believe.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to actually be happy with what I picked.
with your name, because you got to live with it for the rest of your time.
Yeah,
Right.
and I know Lord makes a lot of people, like, really. You know what I mean? Like, Lord Jamar, Lord Finesse.
Yeah.
Who else is there? There's a few more.
What do you get? People actually, like, say, oh, Lord, what is that about?
Yeah.
People get at you for that?
People think I'm very religious.
I actually did not think that. I thought, well...
Or
Yeah.
sacrilegious, because that's a thing now. I guess a market.
No, the Lord didn't give me that impression. It gave me, I guess it's religious. But I didn't necessarily. I thought maybe, as in a 5%er type way. Like you consider highly of yourself. You think highly
Absolutely.
of yourself. That type.
As you should.
Right, but there's lords in England right now. So
That's true.
What's the big deal?
That's true.
Which I never thought of that before, that there are lords in England and we call God the Lord. Why? Sketchy.
That's deep.
Anyway, as we move. Very sketchy. Very sketchy. So you started rapping at 18?
Something like that. No, I started rapping, like, actually music coming out, like, in my 20s.
Okay,
Early
okay.
20s,
But no,
like
okay, so
21,
before
22, I think.
music, because I'm assuming you were rapping before you started.
Yeah. I was always just writing. Like, I have a couple notebooks, like a nice stack.
How did that
nice little
start?
library. Just being a fan, honestly. Just being a fan and, like, remembering songs to a T and, like, seeing how they play with words and listening to how they're just analyzing.
Yeah.
Being a nerd, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've ever heard American Dream by Big L.
Yeah.
It's with Big L, Cameron, Herb McGruff, and someone else. I forgot who.
Yeah.
Whatever. Herb McGruff slaps everybody on that song.
Yeah.
There's no debate
McGruff
at all.
was up there.
McGruff
Yeah, I
was
know
nice
those
back
guys said that.
There's no
They said
debate
that.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay? Big L,
With
Cameron,
the names that you said,
not
that's
even
kind of
close.
surprising. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, so shit like that definitely sticks with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, have you ever heard No One's Iller by Eminem?
Is it on the Infinite?
No, it's
Doesn't sound familiar.
Slim Shady EP.
Probably
It's right
not
after
then.
Infinite.
No.
Probably not.
It's Eminem, Bizarre, Swifty, and a guy named Fuzz Scooter. Never heard of Fuzz Scooter ever again,
That's
but
probably
that's his. Like, he got his.
Fuzz Scooter.
He got,
his bars.
he got his 5 minutes. Fuzz
But
Scooter.
he killed it?
Oh my God. Yeah, like
Well,
it's.
I mean, there's probably there's a kid right now that could dribble better than Kyrie Irving.
Oh, for sure.
Somewhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
you never know of him because
As fucked up as this sounds, we always say whatever you think you're really good at.
yeah.
It's a little kid in China who could do it better than you.
Yeah, well, but it's real, and they don't have to be in China. There's a kid
But
somewhere.
I think like there's a,
Definitely in China.
Yeah, because there's so many.
There's so
there's
many
so many of them. Man.
They're killing. He definitely in China.
There's like 6-year-old Chinese kids doing Beethoven times 10.
Oh, that's a fact. And it's also because they train their citizens much different than
Absolutely,
we
yeah.
are trained.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm thinking of Japan, but I'm sure China's somewhat similar. Forgive me for my paintbrush theories, but I'm sure there's a certain the way that they think is to develop their people at a higher rate than everybody else, which is almost true for everywhere else outside of North America. It's just when you come to North America, they don't always recognize that fact. But most
That's
places get better education than we do. Anyway, speaking of China, No, I don't. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that
My
guy.
God.
I'm not that guy. But speaking of China, we're in a situation that I guess we must discuss to some degree. Is the pandemic affecting you, sir?
Absolutely.
How so?
I have a Spanish wife at home and 2 young children.
Yeah.
And like just coming here was a thing.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Yeah.
And it's for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But God.
She was very worried, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Super
Because young
concerned.
kids, man. I
Yeah, I know the
understand that.
kids.
And like the elderly, I get that too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, people don't take it serious till someone who's already almost there is, you know?
It's true. It's true.
So I understand, like it's justified, but
Yeah.
I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
So it's real for me.
It's gonna be a problem when you get home,
Absolutely.
too. Guaranteed,
Yeah.
it'll be a problem.
That's as real as it gets.
Yo,
So.
how about you, Finn? You've been feeling effects?
I mean, definitely with the same thing. At my house, I got kids. I got, people that need to go to work and not able to go to work the way that they want to go to work. But I've actually noticed that as far as promotion, it's actually helping. Because everyone's home.
Yeah, they're on their phone.
They're on their phone. I heard Amazon had to hire a shit ton more people because of the demands. People are just staying home spending money.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's actually been helpful. Man, I walk in with corona. With a corona.
Yeah, as we're speaking about it. As we're speaking.
You good?
As we're speaking.
Yeah, man. So in that sense, it's been, I wouldn't say good, but definitely it's helpful.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we got Tone Kelly in the building. Late.
Man, I'm late. Sorry, bro.
It's all right. It's all right. With the blue gloves and the corona. We're just talking about exactly that, the coronavirus, and is it affecting you? Have you been affected by it?
Business-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a studio,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, have you shut it down?
I
Or
haven't shut it down, but it's like,
people don't want to reach?
for me personally, I don't want people to come and spit on my spit Like, you know what I mean? So I shut down my own business. Donald Trump didn't have to do nothing. Trudeau ain't had to do nothing.
Did it for yourself.
Did it for myself.
I said a no spit policy.
Yeah, you know. I want to start charging, man, like for the stocking caps.
Yeah.
$1. So just to put over the spit guard. But.
I'm dying, man. It's hilarious. Well, yeah, you're under the pressure as soon as you came in, so I gotta ask you something. When did you start, music-wise?
Music-wise?
Yeah.
I've been doing music for I'd say since I was 16.
Okay.
But producing, I started in 2009.
Okay. What made you start? Because you started.
I don't know what it was, because I smoke shop. He's my teacher.
Right.
So I spent a lot of money going to smoke shop.
Yeah.
And then I was just sitting there and I was just watching. So then I was like, you know what? And I used to do waterproofing, and I did a side job, and it was $20,000, $30,000. So I just invested in my own studio.
Same.
And I didn't even know how to set up anything.
Dope.
And then I brought it to Smokey, and then he showed me how to set it up. And then my business partner Bentley, we bought our first the Phantom X8. That was our first keyboard, and that cost $5 bands. And I didn't even know how to use it. And
Just trying the thing.
I brought it to Smokey, and then it was I kept at it. I sucked at it as at the beginning stage, you know what I mean? And then I don't know. I didn't really take myself as a producer until I produced my first own project for myself.
Right.
And then when I pushed that out, then I was like, okay, you know what? I want that's when I consider myself a producer when I push that project out.
Seen. What was the name of that project?
Every day, all day.
Every day. And when was that the same year you started, or?
Not in all honesty, I didn't even really take myself seriously as an artist until 2019.
19, you said?
Yeah.
You sure you don't mean 2009 at least?
Nah, G,
It's okay. So.
No, real talk. If you want to be real, you want to be real.
no,
even as an artist, because us as human beings, we always second guess ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're our own worst enemy.
Right.
So I was my own worst enemy. I had a million people saying, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe in myself at that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I sat back and I was like watching the industry, and I was like, these guys suck.
Yeah.
Like no disrespect to like a lot of like the mainstream artists.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if that's what these guys want to sign and if that's what's making $1 million, and cool,
Right.
I could do that shit.
Yep.
But
Better too.
Like better too.
Yeah.
And we're from the era where like auto-tune wasn't even like a thing.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
like a lot of these new school guys are doing what we started for them because we're only watching the pioneers who did it before us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then in 2019, when I did my first video, Finn shot my first video too.
That was the first video?
Like, yeah, every day, all day. Like, I did a few videos underneath, like, domestic, like my other alias, but I wasn't serious, like, then. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I came in to know who I was as a person, you know what I mean? So when I did every day, all day, I came to Finn, he shot that for me. And then after I did that, we went to Cuba, and we shot Sauce Drip. And then from then, I was like, I'm already financially invested
Yeah.
so much in now as an artist, I can't go back now.
Yep.
You know, so 2019, that's when I came out as an artist, you know.
Same. And that's literally what I tell anybody who's trying to do it and their discipline may not be there, put a financial commitment behind
Yeah,
it.
because in all honesty, I was focusing on So You Think You Could Rap Canada too.
Yes.
Like for the longest time.
We're gonna get to that, don't jump.
Yeah, so, my bad.
We're gonna get to that. Because okay, so you said you were confident, you invested in yourself. Juco came in here with his with a vinyl that you invested in yourself as well.
Yes, sir.
Finn is about to come up with an album, and it's already done with A-Son. He's doing one with Daniel's son. He's invested in himself. Pretty much everybody in this room has invested in himself. I want to ask both of you guys, what gave you the inkling, like the idea to even do something like that? Because most people don't, even if they think of it, they don't want to do it. And then what gave you the confidence to do it?
The ideas, man. If the idea is good enough, if it's yours, Finn's, Tone's, anyone in this room's idea, if it's good enough and it's gonna sell and it's worth investing in, then invest in it.
Right.
And even if it isn't, it's worth it if you're trying to do this for a living, or if you're trying to live off of this, or try to flip it in any way you can. You have to try.
Right.
Start at the lowest, do whatever you can. Sell dime bags with stickers on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta try. You gotta get your feet wet. But if it's worth investing in, I think anyone's gonna put the money up.
Well,
I believe just the minute you believe in yourself, that's when everybody else is gonna believe in you. So you're only as serious as what you come across.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you come across like a nerd, people are gonna take you as a nerd. If you come across business orientated and you're about your paper, people are gonna take you as a business. Like, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you believe in yourself, and no matter what it is you wanna do, just believe in yourself, and then the rest will follow. You know?
Finn, you're on that same plan.
Money me a priest.
Simple and plain.
No, but really, growing up as a DJ, like that was just like a test. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted my own shit on vinyl, and
See it spin on the turntable.
worst case scenario, if I lose a couple $100 because I split it with Mav or I split it with A-Son. Worst scenario, I lose a couple $100. Like,
Yeah.
I've spent a couple $100 on fuckery
True.
on a regular basis.
That's a fact.
I also look at it too as like your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I came across, like, I've known Finn for a minute, but we never really crossed
linked in that,
paths
yeah.
in any type of way. There was never, like, I believe I'm a type of person that believes everything's in its time. You know what I'm saying? I always seen Finn, I always held him highly as a man, as a god, as a king, but we never had reason to cross paths.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the reason when God put it, or the universe, or whatever it is you want to look at it, he put him in my path, then I'm like, I go to Finn for everything.
Right.
Nobody sees my money other than Finn.
Seen.
You get what I'm saying? Because Finn looked at me and he said, yo, I ain't working again. This is my hustle. So I respect that nigga. You know what I'm saying? The man said, I ain't trying to work for the man.
Yep.
this is what I'm doing every single day. I have to feed my fam. So you cannot not respect a nigga like that.
That's a fact. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Most dudes only do this shit just to say
They're doing something.
it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
Those are the guys who can't rap.
No.
And there's more of them.
there's a lot of them.
It's
You know
crazy.
what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
tell me I'm wrong.
No,
No, you're
There's
right.
more of those guys
Yep,
who are just on
absolutely.
Instagram
Absolutely,
rapping than there are
absolutely.
people who take their craft serious.
Yeah.
No, real shit. And then at the end of the day, for him too, any one of us, that's the hardest part of being a human, to take that chance. You get what I'm saying?
Jump off the cliff, it's
Yeah, you
tough.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now we got up every single day at 7 o'clock, work till 5. You know, we're getting paid on Friday in
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yep.
For like, you get what I'm saying? So we already conditioned our
Program.
mind to know that we're gonna get a paper. But then now to decondition your mind to say, you know what, I gotta make this amount of money to pay my rent. I gotta pay my car payment, and my daughter needs to go to whatever
Wherever.
lesson she gotta go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't know
And
you can
don't
make
know.
it. You don't know.
Because half of these artists don't even believe in themselves. Because then now they're gonna call this nigga and be like, yo, you see my vision? You see my vision though? So you can shoot this shit for me for free and hope that we're gonna shine off of this shit. But half of these niggas don't understand though, like, you need money in this shit. There's been many days that I haven't even seen money doing what it is that I gotta do. But I'm doing business and I gotta understand that, okay, I gotta pay this nigga because I asked this nigga to come here.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
But you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of these broke-pocketed people shouldn't even be doing what they're doing.
No. Some man with money don't believe in themselves.
No, but it's true.
A lot of men with money, in fact, don't believe in themselves.
Why?
which
Because
is-
they're scared.
Which is why they pad themselves with
Yeah.
the money. That the money is the shield in case of anything.
No, and that's
Girls are gonna like me because I have money.
and that's sad.
Them ways.
That's sad too, you know what I mean? Like,
Sucks. Yeah, it really does suck.
so I just really like believe in yourself, have a good team around you, and just stay positive.
Definitely.
Like don't chuck badness, don't wish badness on people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if a man's over there, stay over there. Like, you're walking your lane path, you know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer of that shit, like, you know what I mean? So for me and my walk, I just want everybody to do good. And especially with the time that we're in, I don't know what you guys were talking about before the coronavirus. I'm gonna touch that quick.
Yeah.
We're in a serious time right now. It's all manipulation through the modern day witchcraft of which we call media.
Media.
You know what I'm saying? So us
It's not
as
even only
strong-
modern day.
No, but
That's
no.
been the greatest
It-
marketing tool.
It's been marketing
ever.
Hollywood at its finest.
Yep.
You know what I'm
America's
saying?
greatest
So
marketing
us,
tool.
us as people need to realize this, and us as artists, producers, videographers, or whatever, use our talent to enlighten our masses.
So you touched on something I was gonna ask
You know
both
what
of
I
you
mean?
guys actually, because that's something like what inspires you creatively. Creatively,
Yeah.
both of you. What inspires you creatively? Is it emotion? Is it stuff just happening around you? What usually gets you to move your pen? Gets you to get behind the beats? What?
Depending on the situation, still.
No.
If it's like right now at the time that we're in, I just released a single called Street Proverbs. And I made that song with talking about like everything. And then when I happened to release it, it so happened to match
What was going
the
on?
time. You know what I'm saying? But that we could be kicking it right now, and the vibe that we have right now is a different energy. So I'm like, I guess I could say I go off of energy when I
See.
create, you know.
See.
So
Juco?
And this is everyday life.
Yeah.
Shit you do every day.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest inspiration. You know what I
True.
mean? You gotta live to talk about it. So
That's a fact.
that's the biggest inspiration.
How many projects do you do a year, roughly? On average.
To put I do EPs. I like to keep it
Okay.
short and sweet. So like,
Yeah.
let's say under 8 songs,
Okay.
4 or 5 of those a year.
A year?
That drop,
Yeah.
2, 1.
I gotta catch up then.
Yeah. Yo, last year, low key, me and this guy named Cousin Feo from California,
I started following
we
that.
dropped one song a month for the whole year. Low key gave an album rollout for a year. Top of this year, Tough Kong dropped the vinyl, and shit's gone. 300 copies in 2 months. With Tough Kong is, I guess you could say, the machine in that situation because they have their core following, but like, there's no major cosign, none of that. It's just hard work. People loved it.
How
So
would you say, how long does it take you to write a given, let's say, a song, roughly?
it could take 10 minutes on the spot, 5 minutes, or it could take 6 months to a year.
Right.
You know, like I have an album I've been working on for 2 years.
2 years.
So you know when I know you guys had this conversation on a previous podcast. I'm gonna bring this up real quick if you don't mind. I know you guys say you hate when you send beats and you never hear them.
Right.
Bro, I've done that to so many producers. I know they're all
Every
mad at me,
rapper
but I
has.
always hit them with like a mix.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, I'm going to use this.
Yep.
I know it's been
Yep.
2 years,
Yeah.
but like, yo, here's a version of it. Like, this is going to come out, I promise you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Like, it has a home.
I'll tell you right now, I will not believe you. I'm gonna tell you,
I'm
if
telling
it's
you.
2 years, bro, I'm not believing
Yo,
you.
I don't blame you. I don't blame
It's
you
way
at all.
too long. But we also recognize that, because we all rapped at one point too, that there is that inspiration factor. You might hear a beat today and love it, and then when you go to write to it tomorrow, it's not the same love
beat.
At all.
And then when you go back to it next week, it's right back to the same love.
Yeah, at all.
It happens.
At all.
So
And
we
even like
get
so,
that.
but you produce too, right?
Not really.
No?
I try, but
Sure.
I can't say I
He doesn't want to take the credit.
Yeah,
but-
no.
No, but
I've cut some loops up.
But I find as a producer and a rapper, that's like the most hardest part.
Okay.
So like, so you gotta take from like you created the beat, then you gotta think of the creative aspect of the writing part. So for me, like I produce too, and then sometimes I'll make like a banging ass beat,
Right.
and I don't even want to give it to this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to use it for yourself.
But I don't even have a concept yet. So I act like I got one, you get what I'm saying? And I'll be sitting down there for like a minute, you get what I'm saying? But then as an artist and a producer, it's so hard. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I rather get a beat from Finn, sit down and the creative aspect, because I didn't have to sit down there and do it. Now I just have to write about it. You know?
That was my next question, actually, because you produce. I don't care what you say.
I know, like that's what I'm like. It made me feel like I asked the most dumbest question right now. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't wanna take
I
credit for that.
understand
I'm
it.
not-
I get it.
I'm not-
And
I
I get that. I'm pretty sure your answer is gonna be what I think it's gonna be when I ask anyway. Do you prefer to rap on other people's beats than your own? Do you find it easier that way, or do you find it like while you're making the said beat, it helps you come up with what you want to rap about during?
Okay. Because I know my rap style, I think it's easier for me to find my structure on my own beat because I know how I rap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The creative mind of it might come off differently if I rap on, say, one of his beats or Finn's beats or your beats or his beats.
Yeah.
Because it's a different energy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna hear, like I might rap to the hi-hat on this guy's beat, the kick on this guy's beat. Like it's different. People pick different instruments to rap on. This artist I will rap on the whole beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I find rapping on my own beat, I could get the idea out better. Like, you know what I mean? So
Good way to put it. Juco?
I can't say that because I've only rapped on
Two
of
of
my
your own beats.
So, but absolutely your own beats, because I rap out of pocket. You can listen to a lot of my stuff. I don't really have balance or structure. It's just I have things to say and I say them, and that's it. And I feel like if I'm producing myself, I can make that sound a little cleaner, or
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like on other people's beats, it's just it's your
Yeah.
beat. This is what I gotta do.
So I think subconsciously while you're making the beat, you're rapping at the same time, even though you're not really writing it. You know,
Well, you're
in your
gonna
brain,
say
your
how
brain
you're
knows how
saying it.
you operate lyrically, and so as you're pressing the buttons and blah blah blah, you're kind of making the beat to match the way that you would rap to it.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you're making a beat that you'd rap to, even if you're not gonna rap to it.
Exactly.
That's the general
Because
gist
like
of it.
anybody could send you a beat and you don't know what that beat pack's gonna be like.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you just he could send you like say 15 beats
Yeah.
and you only like one of them.
Right.
You get
That's
what I'm
90% of the
saying?
time.
Yeah, like you know, like we had a few producers sending us like all kinds of beats for one of the projects I was working on, and I would say maybe 3 out of all of those people we did their beats on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like
Spaghetti against the wall.
yeah.
Spaghetti.
I might go back to it, like you said, 3
Yep.
weeks from now, and it might be like it spark a whole new idea. But at that time, I didn't like it, you know.
Although I found that I've never gone back to a beat and used it. even if I've gone back to it and written to it, it doesn't tend to get used. For some reason, it's usually, I think I just like fresh cooking. I just like it to be
but
fresh.
There's been times for me too where I won't even like a beat, and then he'll like rap to it, and then he'll spark a whole different creative.
Your destination is on the right.
Sorry, guys.
Man is driving into the wall. Oh, so okay, my other question was, because you said a point of when you're rapping, when you're listening to a beat, there's certain parts, the instruments that draw you in. Juco, do you listen mostly for certain things in a beat? And I'm asking you this consciously, but it might be subconscious.
I listen to a specific sound in a beat.
Yeah.
Like something I'm looking for.
Okay.
Like I'm the same. Like out of 90% of beats I get sent, I like 1%.
Right.
Maybe 2%. Like
Right.
I don't like a lot of beats, and it's not that they're not good beats, because they are. They're all great. I hear other people use them, and they're great songs. It's just I'm trying to find like I've stayed in like a little niche. I feel like if you listen to all my music front to back, I feel like it stays in this kind of realm or lane, I guess you
Like
could
your
say.
sound, you have a certain
you know what I
sound?
mean.
Okay.
So I feel like I stay where my comfort zone.
Do you have a sound? Tom?
I'm glad you're having this conversation because I was told I was a trap rapper, and then I did a song the other day on one of the KNG beats, What a Problem, and then Dream, and then all of a sudden it puts me in like this underground sound. But for me, I like to create music,
Right.
so it's not what you do, is how you do it. So
Right.
like my sound is just having fun, but to the masses, depending on I guess the beat I go to, will categorize what sound I sound.
Yeah.
But to me, if you know who I am, I just like to have fun.
Seen.
You know what I mean? So
Seen.
like I don't.
So that's whatever it is, having fun.
Yeah,
That makes
like,
sense.
like,
That makes
I don't
sense.
like that new school music either. I don't like that whole like I don't like that shit. Like,
What? What?
Exactly.
Give me an example of an artist or a song even.
That's what the song sound like.
What's that?
I don't even know. You know what I'm trying to say? It's this song like, that's how they sound when they rap. Like, no, like that's how they sound. Like the new school rap, like what's popping right now, and you see, and they all have a dance to it, and like they know, like it's all like I don't like that style of rap. I could do it.
Not trap per se, but
It's not
even newer than that.
Like, okay, I'm not trying to say nobody's name because right now we're in the era of the gun. So I'm not trying to, like, you know, I'm not trying to say no name, but who they are know who I'm talking about, and y'all should know.
Well, I'll ask you off.
We'll talk
I'll ask you
off the record, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't like that type of music. Like, you may have a lot of followers, my kids may like you guys, and you may sound good and stuff, but I'm from the era of like, we understand what it is you're saying.
Yeah.
You have a point to what it is you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like if you pay attention to a lot of these videos, these niggas think it's cool to have a pile of money, be in a fucking trap house, throwing it on the fucking floor and walking on it and shit and running down the street. But like, who really does this shit?
With 50 man in an apartment.
You know, like
and
real
6
shit.
of them
Like,
have their
if
shirt
we
off.
pay attention, like I guess the masses may like it.
I'll never understand.
No, but I guess the masses may like it, but like it's not what's popping. Like you know what I mean? So
I don't even. It's almost the masses like what they get.
they get. But what I'm trying to say is we need more
agree.
Jucos, more Danielsons, more
Absolutely.
Falcon Outlaw.
Yep.
We need more of like that real hip hop. Like remember when you would wake up and you would hear like even like when you hear some of the Mandem songs, it feels good music. But
Yep.
remember when you would hear like a good Mobb Deep, a good Wu-Tang, like a good Helter Skelter, a good Gravedigger. Like that's the type of. We're not in that era of music no more, in my personal opinion.
Not on a grand scale.
Not on a grand
Not
scale.
on a grand scale. But that's at the same time we gotta appreciate that it's not on a grand scale to a degree, because at the time that you're talking about, hip hop started to go on a grand scale, and then we got what we got now.
Of like the reality of life.
Yes.
I totally get it. What you're
that's what we got now. Once it went on that scale.
But you got to remember who was in control of it too, though, to make it seem.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But anytime it goes on a grand scale, that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna get watered down.
Yeah, we're not. They're gonna be controlled by a certain entity which
That's
wants
true.
it to be a factory and pumping it out quick.
Yeah, but nowadays you just have to make. First of all, you could listen to whatever kind of music you want to. You could ignore, because we're like we were saying before. Like back when we were growing up, you couldn't ignore certain music.
Yep.
You're watching much music. You might sit there for half an hour in Rap City, or I want to see the Hypnotize video, and it doesn't even come on.
No, it doesn't even
You
come
know what
on.
I'm saying? So it's like you couldn't ignore the influence. Now it's like I want to listen to this. I'm gonna go on my phone and I'm gonna go listen to it.
No.
So if this is the type of music you like, there's enough artists around here that you could only listen to this if you wanted to.
Yep. And
So
even more
in that
importantly-
way, I think it's the best time to make music.
I agree.
No, I totally agree with you too.
Because more importantly, there's enough fans to listen to that type of
Exactly.
music. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, you weren't here, Tony Kelly. So we're gonna get into the top five. You weren't here, but we said the top five is your top five best performers of all time.
That you've seen, right?
No, you didn't.
I
have to
mean,
have seen
if you've seen them on YouTube,
yeah,
TV,
anywhere you've seen
Okay.
it. Anywhere. It
Like
could
I
be a
got it.
Super Bowl halftime, anything.
Okay.
Anything. Finn, break it down the rules.
I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? It's top five. We're gonna go shot for shot, one for one, and then until we get to five. So it's just basically your opinion of who you think is a really good live performer, and it doesn't have to be hip hop.
Yeah. And you don't have to have a mic to participate, everybody
No,
in the room.
we can't. There's not enough. There's already 4 man.
Oh, you got a good point.
Yeah.
There's not enough people.
I don't know if we're gonna get
Yeah,
to
you got
20
a-
people.
You got a good point. You got a point.
So no.
Very good point. Okay, only with microphones. Or as Lindo P says, the fire phone. Because we don't deal with mic.
All right, set it off, Finn.
Yeah.
The guest goes
Oh,
first.
yeah, guess first. Last man in the room starts.
First,
Yeah.
in my personal opinion, person that I saw, is it gonna be
Anybody, any genre.
with a hype man too?
Yeah,
be anybody.
anything.
My personal opinion, Busta Rhymes and Spliff Style.
Absolutely. Fully agree.
Yeah, that
Seen
would
him
be-
maybe 3-5 times, and every
Yeah,
time
like I
he's
seen
been
him
fire.
at Summer Jam in Kitchener. Like that's when I was like, yo, that's chemistry.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that
and I
pairing.
haven't seen that like in a minute, you know. So
No.
that's what I picked.
Juco.
Gord Downey, Tragically Hip. Seen his last show in Toronto. I didn't,
Oh, yeah, you went to that?
I didn't listen to the hip before that, but
Yeah.
big fan.
Who was
now.
talking about that? Crooklyn was talking about that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan now. That guy's pen is crazy.
No, yeah, he's writing his
Crazy.
amazing.
I never
It is
understood.
amazing.
There's a song on the radio. 36 years old, he never kissed a girl. I used to
Oh.
make fun of that all the time. That song's
The
about.
words are bad on that.
Bro, that song's about 2 guys break out of jail and rape this guy's sister. He kills both of them, and he goes to jail for the rest of his life.
That's what the song is about.
And 36 years old, never kissed a girl. He's writing to his sister.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, that sounds fire.
Crazy.
That sounds fire.
That's on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all said in the song.
Maybe Jay-Z made that song, see if it makes it read. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the late great Bob Marley.
Tough.
Can't really.
No, but we've seen
It's
enough
pretty
live
self-explanatory.
videos.
Can't argue that.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna go local, in the vein because he said Busta Rhymes. Cardinal Official. Saw that guy multiple times. I've seen him from almost the beginning, and he's never disappointed me. Like it's to
has
the
a
point.
good
The
energy.
very first time I seen him, I was like, "We could do shows like this. We could be this good. Wow." Yeah, Cardinal is my number one. No order, but that's my first pick. Number 2,
Number few.
Fuel.
Myself.
Hey,
I don't mean to be vain still,
Bomb,
but
bomb.
I didn't know who to say. Like I don't be honest. I thought we would have to pick one.
no five.
Top
It's
five.
five. It's
Top
five.
five.
So you better start
No,
thinking
I'm
after
just
that.
joking. Nah, Maroon 5.
Maroon 5?
For
I
real.
like Maroon
You could have
5,
picked
so-
yourself out of it.
Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not that vain. We're talking about other kind of people.
Maroon
You threw something
5.
at me. But
Okay.
Maroon 5, I like Maroon 5. You know, they got this song too right now that the drinking song with like a Miss Chill sometime and Sunday. That song.
Yeah.
Me and my kids are half white. I guess because we rock on that vibe type shit. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
No, I like them.
It's in the jeans. It's
in the jeans.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
Maroon 5.
Juco number 2. We've already discussed Gino music and rock music. We're doing well.
You have to.
The
Locks.
The Locks.
Yeah. I would have said that.
I never seen the Locks live.
I got checked 16 times that day.
Damn.
To be honest, it was like 5 checkpoints.
Where was that?
I got stopped by Ride like 3 times.
Is this year?
Oh my god!
Years ago?
Yeah, this was what's the one by Cherry Beach?
Oh, the
Rebel.
Docks.
It's Rebel now, but what was it called before?
Yeah,
Docks,
it wasn't called Rebel.
That's not the Docks?
Yeah, it is. It is the Docks.
Yeah, but what was it called
Or
before
Phoenix?
Rebel? No, that's not Phoenix.
Oh.
But it's Rebel now. But I know you're
whatever
talking
that
about.
place.
I know you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Just because, like, yeah, it's locked.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The Locks. I actually did see this guy live, friggin' another reggae artist. Maybe I do all reggae. Friggin' Capleton.
Yeah, he's bad still.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That
Weird.
guy has way too much energy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Here?
I seen him at Government. Yeah. Cool House. Cool House.
I can see him being a very good performer.
Yeah. He's probably the best reggae performer I've ever. I haven't seen a lot live, but he's definitely the top one that I've seen.
See, I'm just gonna feed off of you guys, pause. But with the reggae, I'm gonna stay in that lane because at the same Docks Rebel, Barris Hammond. Barris Hammond, because he sounds exactly like the records.
Yeah.
Live, he sounds exactly like the records. It's amazing.
Well, he used to.
I don't even know.
No, he's getting older. He's getting older now. Still.
Yeah, but the last time I never seen him live, but on
I seen him live maybe 3 years ago.
it wasn't the same. Wasn't as up
No,
there.
I mean it's not. I'm not even like a knock on him, but
Yeah.
he's getting
older.
He's getting
yeah,
up there, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he's definitely a good performer.
Tough. Number 3. Number 3? Yeah, you're 3.
Okay, I've probably never seen them live, but I watch like you said YouTube. Ninja man, go around there. Talk about stage performance.
Yeah, of course.
And the greatest freestyler ever in dancehall.
Ninja man.
Ninja man. Ninja man will freestyle your head off. It's a fact.
Freestyle your head out.
Freestyle your head out.
Ninja man.
He freestyled Vibes Cartel into punching him. So yeah, there you have it. Juco, go ahead.
And Merciless run him off stage.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
So since we're in the vein, Buju, the one said Buju.
Yeah.
I'm sure Buju put
Oh,
something
he's
crazy.
up there. Definitely up there. He would have been on my list for sure.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I could get out of the reggae realm.
We can do this. This is the rest of the top 5.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
easily.
Let's keep naming them.
You know who's actually dope still? Another Canadian legend, friggin' Brian Adams.
Oh yeah.
Them on that. Yeah, those guys can sing. I respect musicianship no matter what
Yeah,
kind of
no, it's a
music you
fact.
make.
It's a fact. To play live is a big
Play
deal.
live and
Absolutely.
the voice, like singing and.
Absolutely. That is a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that song in Braveheart, right?
Was that him?
Was that Brad? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That was like his second biggest hit.
Yeah.
Because the summer of '69 is probably the biggest one.
Was in it? Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Yes, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Who else have I saw live? You know what? I'm gonna pick a woman.
I
Little
was gonna
Kim.
say a woman.
Little Kim, yeah, she has energy, man. She has energy. And I'm gonna say, I've seen a few female MCs, but one other one that impressed me, but I'll save it in case I don't want nobody else. Little Kim, she had mad energy. She's
Since
jumping around.
We're
the stage
talking about
around.
females. I'm gonna bring it Canadian.
Scene.
Havaya Mighty.
Scene. We're gonna get to that. Too.
Havaya Mighty. I was fortunate to meet her
She can perform with us.
in a contest that we were doing called I Know I Could Rap, and she won that contest and shit. You know what I mean? And for a female, she could bring it like any dude. You know what I mean? So, cause we're on the female. So.
And she's moving right now.
Yeah,
But we're gonna
she's
get
moving.
back there. We're gonna get to it, definitely.
All right, staying on Canadian female Jessie Reyes. I'd like to see
Ah,
her.
Oh yeah, she's bad too. You know.
I'd like to see her.
Yeah,
live.
I've never. I don't
never
even
seen
seen
her, but
anything live from
I
her.
would like to see
I like her music. So
Yeah.
She got a good voice.
Yeah.
Sure is. I'm gonna go with I don't know.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't say this before.
I'll say, like, if you want to go back into the original foundation, man, like friggin' Dougie Fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The showstopper. He's
No
a
stepper.
for a reason. Yeah, definitely.
What is that? That's
go
four.
ahead.
That's
That's
four,
four,
right?
That's four?
That's 3.
No, you're
What did you
I'm
do?
3.
But your next one is 4.
My next one will be
Okay,
4.
so this is my third still. The Roots, man. The Roots.
How did I
I
forget about
didn't
those?
say that already.
Good.
Absolutely. Probably
You took
the
what I was
best
like-
performing
you
group
took-
in hip hop.
We're on the same page. You just took what I was about to say, yo.
Oh, sorry.
So I don't even-
That's how it goes. That's how
Okay,
it goes.
okay. I wish. This is who I bought my hip hop CD. HNIC. I wish I got to see. Like, for me, I like Prodigy's energy when he performed.
I'm sure Finn would
You
feel
know what I'm
that
saying? So, like, for me, I wish I could have went to a Prodigy show.
I've actually
So-
seen it, like, this last show when he was here in Toronto, the
Oh, yeah?
energy. Like, I wasn't there, but I seen it, like, just the
Video-wise.
videos and shit. It's like,
Yo.
Up there, eh? I could
That's
as
see
soon
that.
as you hear
real
that
shit.
clicking, that
Yo,
from
yeah.
shook ones, it's
Yeah,
over.
I could believe
So
it.
like I bought my I used to like my homie Crisco. He bought the HNIC and he came to my house like, yo, you hear this? And at them time that was like full-fledged reggae. I don't know. I thought I was a dance style DJ. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man went from a trap rapper
You know what I'm saying?
to an underground rapper
no,
to a
like,
DJ.
No, real like before I even did hip hop, I used to like reggae. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen. I grew up in a household that nothing but reggae beat. You know what I'm saying? But I used to par with the man them on the block that rap. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like cool, you know. But that's my pick. You know?
HNIC. Okay, Prodigy. 4, Juco. I
'Cause
see
I
the
s-
brain smoking.
Because I seen them this year, the Lumineers. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I never heard of them.
They got the.
That name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you anything.
No, don't.
They've been on the radio.
That's about all you got for me.
Yeah, no, they were really good live though. So.
Finn.
I'll
Down to the
say I never, like I said, I never see it. I haven't been to a lot of live shows, especially not recently, but I've seen videos. J. Cole seems like a
Yeah, he does. He does.
good performer.
Yeah, definitely does. This person I haven't seen live, but easily everybody could see that she could perform. Beyonce,
Oh,
easily.
the great. She's
Easily.
tough.
Shauna's seen her live, and she said she's amazing, great, man. Of course, I'd see her live, and I'm not even the biggest fan.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I just wouldn't pay for it.
Just for the
but I
history.
know she'd
Just
be
for the
great.
history,
The
that's
only
Yeah.
person I seen better than her was maybe Janet Jackson,
Oh, I can see
and
that.
Janet Jackson was doing that Rose one where she was bringing people on and
Oh, Velvet Rope?
yes.
Them times. You said, for those who didn't hear you,
Yeah.
said the only person better is Janet Jackson, which we could see. Definitely. Absolutely.
The
Last one. Pressure boss pipe.
I won't lie, though. It was just last year I seen her. You guys might not agree with me, but I thought Stefflon Don had a good stage performance when she came to Rebel.
Oh, I know I could see her performing pretty good.
You know what I'm saying?
I see it
Like,
being
I
alright.
seen her, and I thought that was like a real.
What happened to her is what I was thinking about that the other day. I saw that the song, what's that song with Idris
Both.
and Sean Paul? Bosie. And I was
Yeah.
like, that was like after that.
Well, she's still collecting money for
She still
that.
collecting money.
For that, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like,
She's big in the
the way I
US.
look at it like this, like, once you get a certain way, and if you found something to do and you're still eating off of it,
Who cares?
who cares?
It's true. I'm saying what happened to her. She's at home in a
Yeah.
big ass house.
Like for me,
Feeling
like
just fine.
I think she's still doing stuff. Like a lot of these artists, we might not see them on the forefront as an artist,
Right.
but they're business savvy. Like
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
They don't have to be on the
they
forefront.
don't have to
as
be on the
much. That's a
forefront.
fact.
You know what
That's
I
a
mean?
fact.
So
That's a fact. 5, Juco.
Now, I might be crazy. I don't think anyone said this, but I've seen him. Hove.
Yeah, I was gonna say him. That was my
No one
next
say
one.
Hov?
Nobody said Hov.
I never
Yeah,
saw
that was
her.
cool. I seen
Yeah,
Hove
he
in
could-
2018, and he did the Evils.
Yeah.
He did like
Was that B-side concert? Was it like the one where you did the B-sides, or was it just like a regular?
No, it was
sure.
it was for not I think it was Magna Carta.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it wasn't Magna Carta. That was like 2016.
18. Did he have an album in 18? 444. When did that come out?
I was probably Watch the Throne or
When did 444?
No, it was Zolo. It was just him and
I don't
Guru.
remember.
Yeah, I mean, he has enough hits to
Yeah,
perform.
Yeah, I get, whatever. Anyways,
Hope.
he did all like 4 songs on Reasonable Doubt. And
I will tell you, Hope
amazing
came
to
a
hear that.
long way. I seen him
Absolutely.
years ago in Buffalo on, I want to say it was the Bad Boy tour. It might have been a Jodeci tour, but I don't remember. One of those 2 tours, and that guy was boring as shit. And I seen him years after that, and he was amazing. A lot of people said that that tour he was on it, he was disgruntled or something like that because he's like an opener. He opened them time. That was like Can't Knock the Hustle time, early. But he was garbage them times. But he got a lot better. Finn, 5.
Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah. So he just ended competition right now. It's over. You gotta say no more.
MJ.
That's easy. Well, as you said MJ, I'm gonna say Prince. That's the best way to end it.
True. Those guys are war. That's the Bloods and Crips right
Yeah, 2 men I never got to see, but I wish I did, B. I really wish I did. But yeah, that was a top 5. We did it. They're the top 5 performers of all time, and that's just our opinion. And the opinions of our guests do not reflect the a joke. But you touched on, so you think you can rap competition.
Yeah.
How did that start? How did that come about?
So back in 2005, whenever they made So You Think You Could Dance,
Right.
I was sitting with my who I was sitting with, and I looked.
Fucking kill me.
And I looked at her and I was like, yo, it's a matter of time before these guys come up with something called So You Think You Could Rap.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like years went by. I still never seen like nothing, you know what I mean? So that was the time when like BlackBerry Messenger was like big at the time, you know?
Good old BBM
So
pin.
I wrote like this blast and then it went out quick. So then like everybody heard about it, you know what I mean?
So what was in the blast? Like,
So you think you could, I don't even know. Like the spirit came into me, I wrote all kinds of shit. I made up an email address that I didn't even have that existed. I'm gonna be real. You ask me a question, you wanna know, I'm gonna tell you.
so when you were sending the blast, was that kind of your decision to start it?
Yeah, cause whoever I was with at the time, she looked at me and she was like, because you put it out there, you can't not do it. And because I put out an email address that wasn't even existing, I had to go make an email address. Like it pushed me to do it, you know what I'm saying? So in 2012, that's when I actually got the push to do it, you know what I mean? No help, no sponsors, no nothing, you know? So then Rogers TV sponsored me and shit. And then in my eyes, it got big at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because I was I didn't graduate high school, I didn't go to college, I don't know half of the stuff, the business savvy of it, you know? So to me, it's it got big, real quick, you know? So then on my second show, now Rogers is there, you know what I mean? So I was like, shit, this is gonna go on TV, even though it's at a community level, there's levels to this shit, you know what I'm saying? So for me to get on a community TV standpoint, for me and my peers, none of us are doing this at this point, you know? So then on my third show now, Rogers calls me and they're like, hey man, how's it going? I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Just getting ready for the show. You sitting down?
Oh.
So when they said that shit, I was like, nah, G, I'm standing up. I literally answered the dude, I'm standing up, dog. He's like, nah, maybe you want to sit down for this one. So I'm like, nah, just tell me, you know? The man goes, yo, I got some good news and I got bad news. What do you want to hear first? So I want to hear the bad news. He goes, the bad news is So You Think You Could Dance wants to sue you. But in my mind, at the time, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers heard of me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that point in my life, I was living in Kitchener. And Kitchener is they're not even in the rap zone world. You know what I'm saying? So to be a black dude at that time living in Kitchener, you're way in Hollywood, you heard of me, I'm not gonna call my government name, but you heard of because that's how they brought the lawsuit, you know? So I was like, shit, for real? What's the good news?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
kind of good too.
You know what I'm saying? What's the good news, you know? And he's like, the good news is we could buy the idea off of you. for 30,000. So I said 30,000. I go, nah, bro, that makes no sense. And I'm like, so and he's like, but you could work for us, and you could handle everything else, but we're gonna give you 30,000, and we'll change the name if you want us to like go this far, you know. And I was like, nah, bro, like if you would buy it for me for 30,000, somebody will buy this idea for like $1 million, like, you know what I mean, or even more, like, you know. But thank you, you know.
Right.
So then at that time, like in 2012, I was like, I won't lie, it kind of like hit me like, shit.
Could have had 30,000.
Not even $30,000. It's like, no, you're trying to like, I felt like, I guess you could say discouraged. Because what can I do now? I felt at a halt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had this great idea, and within like literally within 90 days, the shit got big to the point that this happened. You know what I'm saying? So for me, for like the longest time, so from 2012, I was like, yo, how am I gonna do this shit again?
90 days that got, and it got
Like-
the ear of
like-
So You Think You Can Dance.
Like real shit. So man, I'm like, why don't you motherfuckers, excuse my French, work with me? Y'all are dancing. This is rap. Obviously, there's a niche for this shit.
Right.
But then I look at it as, I'm gonna be like in my bag with this one. I'm a black guy trying to do a thing, and they didn't want that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we never thought of this.
Yeah.
Let's stop it, you know? So then whatever. I seen Eb Reinberg, like he's one of the entertainment lawyers in Toronto and shit. And I spoke to him, and he's like, you gotta word it differently. Because it was the wording of the whole "so you think," and they trademarked
The So You
The
Think
So
You
You
Can
Think.
part, or just the So You
the
Think?
"so you think." They
That's wild.
They trademarked that.
3 words in the English dictionary.
All right, so then
Wild.
that's what messed me up. So then I started back in 2015. I was like, yo, fuck these guys. I'm not gonna stop.
No.
Like, I'm gonna still do it.
Right.
So I never rebranded anything. I was just like, so you think you can rap Canada still, you know? So 2015, we started back. 2016, we actually completed our first actual season because they stopped us
Again?
in mid-season. No,
Oh, the first time.
The first time they stopped us in mid-season, you know? So we gave like, so far we were 3 seasons in. So we've given out $15,000 like so far.
Seen.
Like, you know what I mean?
Dope. That's dope.
So no help, no sponsors, like, you know what I mean? So
And is Havaya the biggest artist so far that's come out of it?
as of right now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Somewhere.
Wanna know why?
Yeah,
Because she
yeah.
took her craft seriously,
Yeah, I
in
can see
my
that.
personal opinion.
No, I can see she's very serious about it.
You know what I'm saying? And she didn't even win the $5,000 contest.
Oh, no.
She won I Know I Could Rap because I made this other contest called I Know I Could Rap in case the masses try to switch something and say, okay, so you think you could rap? I know I could rap. So then I branded I Know I Could Rap, and then she won that contest.
Seen.
You know what I mean? And even though it wasn't like the $5,000, she still took her winnings, took it as a blessing, and she kept doing what it is that she does. You know what I mean? So
Believed in herself.
half of the man that won the $5,000,
Don't even rap anymore. Or you haven't heard anything.
I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah,
You know
sad.
what I mean?
Well,
So
the $5,000 would have been like $1 million to them.
it's not a lot of money at the end of the day. Like, so
Yeah,
for
but
me,
to some man is there thinking.
no, but like the way I look at it, like, so for when I made the whole concept of this, it wasn't the concept and the idea of there's not enough platforms for us as Canadian
Facts.
artists.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So for me as being a rapper, I had to step aside from being a rapper to worry about this platform.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And for me, there's so much talent in this world. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
half of the talent that comes from even our own city,
Yeah.
let's just say the world doesn't even know about.
No, absolutely.
There's not enough stages. Why? Because man's want to hold a show. A man wants to get it. There's like shots, dumb, stupid stuff. We are our own downfall.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sad but
So
true.
for me, So You Think You Can Rap Canada, I made contracts. I started making people sign shit. I started getting their IDs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may sound fucked up and shit at the end of the day, but it's a business.
Yeah.
If you want to be a part of this contest, you're responsible for your whole camp.
Yep.
So if anything happens, you're responsible
For it. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
And then
fact.
that's how we broke it down to a lot of like these people. So for like the whole 3 years we've been doing So You Think You Can Rap Canada, we ain't never, ever had a problem.
Dope. That's actually very
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because It's the business side of shit. The minute that you make niggas think that they could come in here freely and shit, that's when the goonism inside of them comes out and they want to be stupid and shit. You get what I'm saying? But
Goonism.
the minute that you let these guys understand that, yo, dude, you are a business. Your name as an artist is your business. This is a business transaction. So there's no friendship, there's no nothing. At the end of the day, though, yo, you know what I mean? So
That's a fact.
I don't know.
So okay, so you kind of touched on a few things, but with that I wanted to go through. But for both of you, let's start with you, Juco. What would you say is the best thing and the worst thing about being an artist? Whichever one you want to start
Pressure.
with first.
That's
The worst thing is
the
answering
worst
this question.
thing is like I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to just like I live a normal life. I go to work. I rap after work. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever I write all the time. But you can't just shut it off. Like, you know what I mean? It's I'm sure. Even like I'm you guys, even as producers, like I'm sure you're always hearing things every time you hear music.
Yep.
Like, well, what was that?
Yeah.
What song was this? Like, you know what I mean? I have Shazam don't even work on my phone. You know what I mean? It's like, so I don't know how to shut it off. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is actually being able to make money, man. Like I never. I'm not gonna say sought after it because it definitely did, but I never thought like it's that confidence thing, right?
Right.
You don't know if you're good enough to make money, you know, until you're actually confident in yourself to put it out there.
Right.
You make a little change. You learn what to
Keep
do.
going.
Yeah.
Keep
absolutely.
going. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, being
Okay.
able to profit off of
That's dope. That's dope.
what I love doing.
What are you doing, Kelly? Best, worst, and best thing about being an artist?
The worst thing for me at being an artist is like, I love being a father too.
Right.
So it's like,
Takes away from that sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
So
sense.
like the creative process
Yeah.
and shit, it's like,
Time that you have to
and the
put in.
timing and all of
Yeah.
that shit, you know? So for me, that's the pros and cons of being an artist. But then at the same time too, being a father, I'm showing my kids like, do what it is that you love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Believe in
Don't
it.
stop. Like, even any girl that I talk to, I'm like, yo, listen, you met me doing this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this
Yeah.
without you after. So
Yeah.
it's either you respect what I do, because I'm gonna respect and enhance what it is that you do, but don't try to take away from what I do.
So let me ask you there, Mr. Kelly, how many times does that actually work? That the girl she's cool
Yo, at the
through
end
the
of
whole
the day,
time.
a lot.
Oh yeah.
Wanna know why? Because that was the introduction to this shit.
Yeah, but hey, man.
No, but you get what I'm saying.
For the
Like,
women
no,
in the room,
no, but
that never normally means anything.
But from like what I guess like what I mean by that, don't take away from what it is that you're supposed to do as a man too. There's responsibilities that you're supposed to do too
Okay.
as a man.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're building with a girl, right, you cannot put your whole life into this shit when you got bills you gotta
Valid.
pay.
Very
You
valid.
see what I'm saying? But if Shorty sees that you're managing both,
Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem.
it's not a problem. Like, so for me, I've never had that problem.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and then when did see the problem coming, bitch, you gotta go.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm never gonna take from you as a female.
you're right. You're right.
I'm not. We're not in this relationship to demote each other.
Right.
We're in this relationship to elevate each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I have to always tell a female, and I even tell I have 3 daughters. My 3 daughters and I have 2 sons.
3 daughters. God
Right?
bless you, sir.
So at the end of the day, for me, it's cool. It's cool. But at the end of the day, I let my daughters understand what it is. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you have a man and you love a man, don't take from your man.
Yeah.
If your man's gonna abuse you, don't stay with the man.
Yeah.
But if your man's gonna come home and say, hey baby, you have a hard day at work, whatever, still come home and cook food because you were at home and you had a rough day, that's the type of nigga you wanna be with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I was raised by my mom. So I'm a different thinker, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if a girl can't respect me, my mom already told me what the kind of nigga I should be and
Right.
type of girl that I should have in my life growing up. So
Right.
if my mom showed me this shit, And if you don't make me happy, bitch, you ain't gonna make my mom like you either. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, every person has their own person in this universe.
Facts.
And you have to know who you are as an individual before you can make another person happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could go talk to whatever type of girl I want to talk to and act like I like her. But do I really like myself? If I'm acting like I like her, no. I'm just trying to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I believe it's like who you are as an individual. So I tell girls straight the fuck up, I do this shit.
Yeah.
I got a studio in my house, and we got a studio. So I might wake up in the middle of the night and go downstairs and make a beat. I'm not cheating, but I'm downstairs making a beat.
I'm cheating with the music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a girl has to understand that and respect that. Why? Because she sees that makes you happy, that makes you thrive every single day.
Right.
That's your therapy. Some niggas go to the gym. Some girls fucking get their hair done and their eyelashes for their therapy. We rap. Yeah. We bang the pads.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's our therapy.
Absolutely.
So don't take that from me if you love me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Juco, since we were there, have you had issues, not even only with females, but relationships, friends, because music?
Absolutely, man. People don't take it serious, you know? Oh, my bad. People don't take it serious until like, I don't know. I hate you doing the rap thing?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Cali?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They don't see
rap?
your video
like,
on
you got,
anything,
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. Like I didn't tell my shorty for a long time. And then when I told her, she's like, stop. Like, I know how that goes. I don't know how people use that to use as leverage. You look corny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just polo down, not doing nothing.
No.
You know?
And in this city, for some reason, it's like this big old stigma that every Toronto man raps.
I hate it. I hate it.
It might be true, but not all of them are good.
I'm not even gonna put out names, but my boy's sister is a very popular Toronto rapper.
I already have an idea.
And she just came on like, I'm just gonna rap.
And she's absolutely trash.
Took off.
Right? She's trash.
Yeah.
Absolute trash.
So
I already have an idea with that. Well, hey, everything plays into
I got nothing but love for her though.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck. She said, I'm a rap, and look where it is. It's farther than I've made it. I'll tell you that much.
Don't worry, the opinions of the Lab Chronicles do not reflect Lord Juco's.
Disclaimer.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let me ask you, Finn. Back to the other question, the good and bad side of being an artist producer.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it's just lack of recognition because you feel like you should be further than you are.
Yes, always.
And that's arrogance, maybe that's just impatience.
Yeah.
But you just feel like you should be doing more. Yeah. And even within myself, I feel like I should be doing more. Yeah. Even if I'm doing as much as I can, I feel like I should be doing more because I'm not getting the recognition.
You know, where you want to be and supposed to be, quote unquote.
I mean, but it's like the same thing though. For the best side is like you said, it's therapy. Like I could just be chilling at home, hear a sample on YouTube, I can make something out of nothing. Yeah. So that's probably the best part.
Yeah, I agree. That you pretty much summed it up for me too. It's pretty much that. But it's also the music is a lot of the times there's a lack of end game. Like you can't really see the end.
Yeah.
Because there is none. There's no, and until you decide, okay, it's over. I'm done. So therefore, it's a lot of, again, spaghetti against the wall. You're doing things in hope of it's going to get you to a different level. And a lot of the things don't do that. So you just keep doing things in hopes of getting to a different level.
When I ask, like, for me, it's like, why are we doing music? That's the question you gotta ask yourself.
Yeah, that's very key.
Like, so for me, like, my own personal shit, I don't give a shit if I get signed. I don't care about 1 million views. Mm-hmm. That's not my means of money. That's not my means of a necessity. Right. If 100 people, 30 people, 1,000 people, maybe even a half a country or a whole country likes my shit, That's all that matters.
Seen.
If I make a little bread doing it, cool.
Bonus.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. We all are modern day prophets. Our voice that we speak is like Moses and all of these guys back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But they never had what we had, like to go to the studio and press it up and now go send it to the masses. You know what I'm saying? We all got a gift. Not every nigga could rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's what do you want out of this music?
Seen.
How do you want to be known?
Seen.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
Because
good
at
question.
the end of the day, it's like everybody's trying to do it. We're in a game where everybody and their mama and their grandmama's a rapper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But what do you want out of the game?
Juco, what do you want out of the
You know
game?
what I mean?
Since you brought it up, what do you
I'm
want
just
to
saying, like,
He's doing great.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
no, he's right.
everybody
What-
does, like, you know, like,
you
what's the
said what you
definition?
want.
Yeah.
What do you-
like, you can listen. I'm not even joking. I'm literally venting. I'm just getting
See.
shit out
Yeah,
of my
like,
head.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but
yeah.
there's 100 other people that be like, listening to that shit, be like, I feel the exact
Same way.
same fucking way. And then
That
when
trips you out,
and then
too.
when they see
Maybe
you,
like Brazil.
yeah, and then when
Yeah,
they see
yeah.
you, and when they bought your project and they inbox you, and they say, yo, thank you.
Yeah.
Keep making good music.
Yeah.
Right.
And how does that make you feel as an artist?
Shocks you, man.
Right.
And it makes you feel fucking good, though.
Absolutely.
So, fuck trying to be
Yeah.
signed.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm trying to
That's
say?
the
Like,
real mission.
what's your, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be great.
You want
Don't
it to
get twisted.
resonate.
If I got signed, don't get it twisted. Or I got that money, I want to take that shit. I got
absolutely.
kids.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, though, just to know that same feeling, how you feel, it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to know that, yo, I just listened to a Blood Clot Lord Juco and a text track and I was feeling that shit, son.
Yep.
I listened to that shit every day.
Yep.
And I felt that vibe. You know what? I felt like I was in the studio when they wrote that. Some people feel music like that's
That-
true.
it's
You know
true,
what I'm trying to
it's
say?
true,
Why?
yeah.
Because they
That's what I'm
follow
laughing.
because they follow your
It's true.
artistry. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what's being said?
They identify with it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You might have 1 million followers that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But why stop music?
That's my moniker, man. There's 1 million people that think the way you do. There's
Right.
at least 1 million people that think
like
and feel
nowadays,
the
like,
way that you do.
Now the rappers
You just gotta
nowadays,
find them.
Yo, like a lot of rappers nowadays, they want to be signed. I don't give a shit about that shit. Like, I
Just
work.
want some
Especially
music to
nowadays.
Yeah,
resonate.
like I want my music to
Especially
resonate.
nowadays. Like,
I
what?
You ever seen that movie, A Novahood?
No.
Like Adulthood? Like that
Oh, yeah,
post
yeah,
road?
yeah, yeah.
And then when a high thing,
Yeah,
remember that
yeah,
video?
yeah,
So
yeah,
remember when he was trying to be a rapper
Yeah.
and he was the most shittiest rapper, but then when he realized
Yeah.
that there was niggas on his block that actually fucked with him, that made him feel so fucking
Yeah.
good.
It's true. It's true. He had no real confidence.
He had no
acted
real
like-
confidence.
Yeah.
The man put his CD in a music store, nobody buys CD.
Yep.
It was a weight coat, a lift the table up type shit. You know what I'm saying? But that just goes, like, even that little video alone, it goes to show you it doesn't matter. When you think that nobody's listening to you, there's people out there that's actually listening to it, and you are
It's a
making a
fact.
difference.
That's a fact. It's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah,
Even
so-
with this podcast, there's people that are hitting me up and be like, yo, that show was good. Like, you listen to this? I didn't even think you cared about music. Never mind.
Yeah.
Production podcast. Like, what do you? Okay, hey, that's dope though. That's real dope. I guess. Well, one of my sort of what's the plans for the future, both of you guys?
Yeah.
Like what? Or sorry, let me rephrase. What are you working
Near
on
future.
now? Yeah, near future. What are you working on now? Is something coming out soon?
I just released Street Proverbs on last week Friday. Me and my homeboy Bentley, we got a project that we just did, Paper Trail Gang.
Bentley's in the building as well.
Yeah, Bentley's in the building. We have a single releasing on Friday called No Time. In all honesty, we did the project quick, and then nobody heard the project, and then Finn came to the shop, and I was like, yo, Finn, listen to this.
See,
So then the man goes, yo, when are you putting it out? Because in my mind, and both of our minds were like, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Big Brother Finn gave...
Father Finn came in.
The man came in, you know, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, in all honesty, bro, like, Finn does all my mixing and mastering.
See,
You know what I'm saying? I
See.
can mix and shit, but at the end of the day, like,
different ears.
I'll
Yeah.
sit here. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that it was good, I was like, shit. So yeah, we got a project dropping Friday. this week. I put another project dropping like every Friday for the next 9 weeks. We'll be dropping our project.
So how many songs are on that project?
I'll say 9. So for the next 9 weeks.
Oh, okay. So do a song a week
Yeah.
type thing? Shit, that's dope. That's very dope. I like that. Juco.
I got Ballon d'Or with Cousin Feo in April.
Same.
That's coming right away.
Where's he at? He's in LA?
Yeah.
California. LA, California?
He's South Central.
Okay.
Like,
How did that link happen?
he raps about soccer, like his whole catalog basically.
Or you got signed by Umbrella, right? Or something like
yeah,
that.
you
Not
get a
signed,
little
but
sponsorship.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah, he like the first project I heard was about like all French soccer players. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I heard it, and like as someone who watches soccer, I'm like, this is a good idea. So I hit him up. We started talking, and by the nature of the sport, it's rivalries, right? And we support teams that don't like each other
Seen.
and have a history.
What's your
of not
squad?
liking
What's your
each
team?
other.
Yeah, what's your set?
I follow Liverpool. He follows Manchester United.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So by the history, they don't like each other.
Right.
So we did that. The derby.
Like
right
that
away.
was the...
Yeah, I was like, yo, I have this beat from Retrospect out of Brooklyn, and we just, I did my Liverpool thing. He did his thing, and then like a month after that, he's like, yo, let's do a series.
Man.
Like 12 joints, different countries, different producers. I'm like, really? We're
Dope.
gonna do this? And just in a month, all the producers signed on. Everyone was with it. We got artwork.
I must have missed that email still.
All of us missed it. All of us just...
I'm playing.
It's in the junk mail section.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
See.
It's coming back. We just wanted to give a year a breather.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a dope,
Oh, so you're not doing it this
dope
year?
idea.
No, we're just doing Ballon d'Or in April.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
full album about players who've never won the Ballon d'Or.
See.
It's like the highest thing you can win in soccer. And yeah, no more soccer
like the
talk
MVP.
till next year.
Man.
And then we'll reload again.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting concept.
Yeah. It's working.
Yeah.
Our first show was for LA Galaxy, so
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
Yeah,
that's why you're
yeah.
out there.
So it was like
Especially
it was
in this lane where like European fans like
Yeah, and I'll tell you straight up,
Yeah.
the sound quality at that
yeah.
was
Amazing.
not even close to any rap show I've ever seen. Like the Locks quality was not as good as the LA Galaxy.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It's a
I could believe
stadium.
that,
They have
yeah.
staff.
I
It's
could believe that.
crazy.
That's gotta be amazing.
So
If they
yeah,
could
it
pay
was-
David
How many
Beckham,
fans is
they,
that?
So it was only like 6,000. It was an open practice.
Okay.
It wasn't a game.
Okay.
So it was only like.
Still, man.
only
Still.
6,000.
Only
But I'm saying in
6,000.
comparison, I don't want you to think
Yeah,
I'm selling
'cause
a
it's stadium,
stadium.
yeah.
or a show like
In
that.
Toronto, that's a stadium, nigga.
Yeah. Exactly. Next time somebody asks you that question, it was a stadium.
Yeah.
How many people were there? It's a stadium. That's it. It's a stadium. That's all.
Was a high school stadium.
Yeah, you don't even have to say that part. It's a stadium. That's it. That's all you need to know. Dope. That's very dope. That's very dope.
That's big.
That's dope. Finn, what you got? On the
When this
open?
drops, Dirty
So-
Dishes drops tomorrow.
See.
Make sure you go to Gold Air Music, pick up your vinyl
See.
while supplies last. Follow
It's
Gold Air.
tomorrow? It's not. Oh, yeah, it'll be tomorrow. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, so yeah, follow us, goldairmusic.com is the website, Gold Air Music on Instagram. Follow me, MC DJ Finn on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah.
And where can they find you guys? If they're looking for you?
At the Real Tone Kelly. Instagram, everything.
LORDJUCO.com. Everything's there.
Everything? And I am Slang Hugh. You can find me at Slang Hugh on everything. SLANGHUGH. Sibs Rock in the building at Sibs Rock. Is that almost everywhere? Everywhere. Bentley, you have anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You can find Bentley at the car dealership.
Yo, GRE Bentley, man, PTG.
Bentley, Get Some Productions. Holla.
And if you can't, you can find him at the car dealership if you need a vehicle. Shauna Bond. If you need an Instagram picture, you just find a Shauna Bond at Shauna Bond, which is not real, so don't look for it. It's been the Lab Chronicles, episode 24. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Lord Juco was in the building. Tone Kelly in the building. Sibs Rock, Bentley, DJ MC Finn, and yours truly Slang You. And we outie. Peace.